Hello guys and welcome to the start of season number 3. You can see there our balance at the start of the season is 46 million because we have been selling to buy. Our net debt's down to 83, transfer debt's gone up slightly to 113, but I think long term that makes sense. We've now got a positive balance at the start of the season, which we haven't actually done before, so I'm hoping that'll help us in the long run. But let's get into our transfers. So we actually we spent 107 million and brought in 160, or was it actually more than that? Yeah, so we brought in a couple of players here as well, so equal to around 12 million. So one of them was Callum Wilson on a loan. I think he's still a good player, good finishing, decent physicals. He's really going to be an impact sub, as it says there. We also brought in Pavlovic. He is my Tyrone Mings replacement. He's strong, he's quick, good jumping reach. I'm hoping he'll be a threat from set pieces. He's a squad player. Sales wise, we sold Robin Olsen for 230k. He's just gone out, got him off the wage bill. And then on the ins, a couple more. So we bought in Martial on a free. Good Premier League player. He lowered his wages to 70k. I believe he was on like 100 and something before. Still really good attributes, so I'm quite happy with him as sort of an option. We then bought in Weston McKennie. He is valued at 32 to 35. We bought him in for 12.5. Really, again, good physicals, good mentals, decent technicals. He's just a really good player to have. 12.5 million brought in Rooney Badalji. He's 18, really good potential, good flair, good determination. His stats are really well rounded. He's only 18, he can improve a lot. So I think he's a really good player for us and really good player to bring in. The next one is Oscar Perot from Atletico for 1 million, valued at 31 to 38. He is a good leading Sky Bet Championship, potential Premier League, really well rounded. He's 18. I just think he's, for the price we paid for him, we could easily make a profit on him. If not, he comes into the first team. The next one was Manu Kone for 26, rising to 35. Again, I just saw him, he was recommended to me. We had a player out, which meant we kind of needed a replacement. And looking at his attributes, his mentals, his physicals, he's fairly quick, he's strong, he's got good stamina, good flair, good determination, good dribbling. I just thought it was a no-brainer. Now on to our big money signing for 55, potentially 70, depending on appearances, goals, international appearances. We've got Jadon Sancho. He's already jumped up to 125 to 150, which you do when you make a transfer. Potential leading Premier League player. Wages are a bit high, but I think for the player he is, he's the star man I needed and wanted. As you'll see, we've potentially sold someone, and Coutinho's also getting on. So I think we needed a star man. He's 24. I think it's a bargain, and I'm really happy with that business. Now let's go on the out. So the first one was Marvelous Nakata for 3.2. He has gone to Sassuolo. Ben Chrissy has gone for 5.25. Reason being, he was 20. I was like, this guy's not going to break through. Now only rated at a D. I really didn't think he was worth it when we can get money for him. Courtney House has gone to Forest for 5 million. Again, I wanted to sell him last time, I couldn't. Jake Ramsey for 13.5. He couldn't break through. Wasn't really getting any game time, so I just figured I'd cash in. John McGinn for 22.5. He was getting on. He's 29. He wasn't in my plans. He was getting a lot of minutes last season, but I think the player I brought in Kone is a much better player, so I'm really happy with that. No, he was replaced with my mind was replaced him with McKennie. Kone was replaced with someone else who we get to. Mings I've already covered. I wanted to replace him with Slavovic. He's 31. I just don't really rate him. He's not done exceptional for us. We sold Jadon Peral for 15 million. He's 22. Does say he has good potential, but at 22, I just don't think he is going to make it. We then sold Tim Aropen for 5.5. He's 21. Again, it was just making a call of, I don't think he's going to make it. I may as well cash in. Now, the next one, I wasn't looking to sell, but someone came in, and I looked at how he's done for us, and he hasn't done too amazing. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to cash in. Because he's not a regular starter for us. Most of his games are off the bench. And stat-wise, he hasn't set the world alight. So I was like, you know what, why not? Let's get rid of him. And Sancho was obviously my replacement for him. Sancho for 8.25, never played for us. Matty Cash for 21 million, reason being I've got a young player now in this guy who I want to try and bring through. So I figured, what, I don't need 3 right backs, so I'll get rid of him. Douglas Luiz for 17.5. Now, he is the one I replaced for Kone. And the reason being, he was refusing to sign a new deal. He had 1 year left. So I decided, you know what, if you're refusing to sign it, I'm not losing you on a free. I'll sell you. And then we brought in Kone as a replacement. Final one, Callum Chambers hasn't featured for us, but I was trying to get rid of him. I couldn't last season. I finally managed to do it. And that's left us in a pretty good place. 78 million, I'm not spending it. None of that is coming in. 425 on the wage bill, so we've got that down quite a lot, which, again, really happy with. I won't be spending any of that. So, let's actually do that, just because I want this is down at 0. Perfect, but I won't be spending any of it. I want to just leave it there. I'm happy with how we're doing, happy with how we're looking. I potentially actually like that down a bit more, potentially get down to 2 million, but maybe that's a job for January, or job for a couple of loans. But for now, I'm really happy. Pre-season now, so this is a bit of a worse pre-season than we usually have. We drew 1-1 with Liverpool. We got Kane sent off, the right back I'm trying to bring through. 2-0 against Man City, so we've actually finally lost to them. Haaland actually beat us this time. 1-0 against Barcelona, an own goal by the young right back I'm trying to bring through. So in 3 games, he's got sent off and scored an own goal. Nice, great start. Against Real Madrid, we beat them 2-1. Satulo, Archer. There we go. Satulo, Archer, and Satulo, I actually had an £88 million bid for, and I really considered doing it, but I looked at who I could get to replace him, and I just didn't think it was really worth it. And also, I've made enough sales. I didn't want to sell pretty much the entire squad, because we also had bids for Rice, for Watkins, for Bailey, for Kamara. It's like, I can't. Like, I'm just going to keep... I've made enough transfers. Let's get rid of it. Let's just keep what we've got now. Keep the core we got. 2-0 against Tafe, Wilson, and Thuram. 2-1 against Galatasaray, Mitrovic, and Satulo. 3-0 against Huddersfield, Martial, Sancho, and Bardaldi. And then 2-0 against West Ham. The reason this one was played, I usually don't obviously play the first game of the season, is because I was waiting for the Callum Chambers deal to go through. I wanted that to be through before I started this. But that is how we're doing. That is how we've done in the pre-season. That's the business we have done. Good start for Bargy, getting a goal and an assist. No, is it? Yeah, goal and assist on his debut. So really good start for him. Really positive. But I'm really happy with it. So that is our business. That's how we've done. I will see you at the end of the season. Thank you. Bye. Hello guys, and welcome to the end of season number 3. I'm here at the finance section because we're looking a bit more positive. Net debt's somehow gone up to 111, which I don't understand where the extra debt's gone. Transfer debt's gone down to 68, and the value is 27 at the end of the season, so usually that jumps up. So I'm hoping we'll be in the positive by the time sort of the transfer window properly kicks off, so I may hold off on transfers and see how that looks. But let's get into the season and see how we did. Okay, so we done quite well. We finished third, so 1 season above where we finished last season. So we're making progress there. Round of 16 by Lille, which is quite disappointing. 5th round by Man City and 4th round by West Ham. So better goal difference, but not quite what I'd expect. Just going into youth intakes quickly. This is the youth intake we had to, again, really disappointing. I've replaced the director of football, the head of youth. I've upgraded facilities and still nothing good's come through, so nothing really exciting on that front. But 3rd place, I'm really happy with that. Let's have a look at our form in the competitions and see how we done. So Premier League I'll start with. What's the best result we got? So a 5-0 against Southampton, really good. 4-1, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. So a lot of 4-0s in there. No real massive defeats for us either. In the FA Cup, we beat Charlton, beat Millwall, and then lost at home to Man City. Carabao Cup, let's have a look. Beat Leicester, lost to West Ham. Pretty convincingly 3-1. And then Champions League. Oh, lost on aggregate. 5-2, so really disappointing there. Beat some good teams in there, PSG, Monaco, Leipzig. So some good wins in there, but they're really disappointing there. I'm hoping next season in the Champions League we can step it up and perhaps do a bit better. Let's have a look how our squad's done. So goal-wise, Mitrovic still top with 20. He's 30 now. I'll probably give him one more year, then potentially cash out. Bargy got 15 goals. The 18-year-old, now 19, coming along really nicely. So the gamble to get rid of Buendia has seemingly paid off. Sorry, go back. 15 goals for him. Sancho as well. Another one. It was a bit of a gamble to bring him in, but he's done really well. 13 goals, 12 assists. So really good season for him. Elise, another one. 8 goals, 7 assists. Martial's done alright. 11 goals, 6 assists. So he's 29. Could potentially look to sell in a profit, but we'll see how that goes. Assist-wise, Bargy was top. Sancho second. Elise third. Declan Rice was 7. So really good results here, so we're doing really well. So I'm really happy with how we've done this season. Third season in a row we got Champions League. So I have to say we're doing really well. It's just we haven't got the trophy yet. So we haven't got the proper trophy yet. I'm hoping we're clawing our way. We may win the title by the time we finish this, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's the third season, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Let me know how you think we've done. I think we're doing really well. Let's look at our best 11 now. So it's Bargio, Sancho, Mitrovic, Declan Rice, McKennie, Thuram, Moreno, Douglas, Satulo, Aarons, Martinez. A really good squad there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how you think we can improve, how you think we're doing so far. And I'll see you in the next one.